rebel soul child, got a fist ball, I'm a respawn of ancestors, and I'm blessed, They are not him, tell him fess up, I can check stuff, hella carefree, nothing scares me, hella reckless, yeah, I got next up, right, no we not the same, cause see when I look in your iris, you likely to talk but not ready to ride, you do better keeping it quiet, my pen is ignited, my soul is enlightened, I like who I am, but I'm biased, the palette is right, and my drip is a fountain.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Bet the Day for June 11th. Hope everyone's doing well and hope everyone's ready to make some money, guys. We're in the studio today again. We don't have our producer Jeff, man, best producer in the game because he produces. He will not be here on the weekends, but we'll still be here talking, shooting the shit about a little sports today. Got the comments rolling on TikTok, got the comments rolling on YouTube, guys. I appreciate it so much. It's been an awesome week down here in Dallas, man. I mean, this is epic setup. Epic setup. Going to take Bet the Day to the next level. So I hope you've been liking the new style of the shows, guys. I hope you like the new set. If you have any suggestions, let me know on social media. Let us know here at Bet the Day on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff, guys. So appreciate all you. Let's get into the show. First things first, guys, you got to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Number one place to watch our show. If you're watching on TikTok, you're missing out. We got the beautiful graphics, the beautiful stage here, guys. You can't see it on TikTok, so go over to YouTube, guys. Subscribe to that channel. If you're watching on YouTube, hammer that subscribe button right now. Check us out in Discord, guys. That's the number one place to talk to me. We're giving out winners in there every day. My man in here. Let's see. Young SQV sent me a ticket today, $20 into 600. We have lots of those kind of tickets, lots of great sharps in there giving their picks every day, helping you guys win money. It's not just me. So if you hate my picks, you still might want to join just because we have a ton of people in there. And then also buy a shirt, guys. We're working hard here. We are working our ass off here. Buy a shirt, guys. Help us keep this content free. Buy the merch. Links in the description below on YouTube. Links in the bio on TikTok. Got the comment rolling in here on YouTube already. Terry, how we doing, Terry? First weekend off in over a month, and Tanner making me wait. I made you wait a little bit, Terry. You know what? I'm getting so used to having a producer doing all the tech stuff. Now I got to do it myself on the weekends. It gets a little different there. And then he's got, damn, I'm going to step my game up after seeing your setup. Terry, you have the best YouTube channel on YouTube. That's what I'll say. You have the best picks channel on YouTube. Hey, it took me a while to get to the studio. It's a little freaking awesome. But Terry, it's all about the picks, man. It's all about the content. It's hard. It's not about the studio. It's not about the fancy lighting. It's all about the picks. So appreciate you guys, all that good stuff. How you, General T, on Coach Craig there on TikTok? I'm doing good. Told you Marlins. I never said I was against the Marlins yesterday, guys. I don't think I made a comment on that. Padres all day. I need the winners. We're going to get you guys the winners today. Let's make it happen. Let's get into the show. Curry is so inspirational, man. We're going to talk about Curry. What a game out of him last night. Bottom line is the Celtics blew that game. I'm still okay with my bet because deep down in my heart, we got beat by one player last night. I know that. But bottom line is, the Celtics got to be better than they were. I posted on my TikTok. Love that. Curry's so inspirational. Got the comments rolling in. Coach says, tell Terry I said what's up and I miss him. Terry, if you're watching on YouTube right now, the coach misses you real bad. Okay, so let's get into it, guys. First things first, I want to start with my Home Depot lock of the day. This is our new segment here to start the show. We're 2-0 on these. This is my favorite bet of the day, pretty much. If you want a lock, you go to Home Depot. You want a best bet, you come to Bet the Day, people. We're going to start with the Red Sox on the money line tonight. Is this a homer pick? I would say no. Because the Red Sox are absolutely rolling right now, especially you're getting production out of Bobby Dalbec. When you're getting production out of Bobby Dalbec, you know it's going to be a good season. I think the Red Sox make some gains right now. I think they are a playoff team. I really do. I still think they have that ability there. Michael Wacha on the mound, the true ace for the Boston Red Sox. It's not Nathan Eovaldi. It's not Nick Pivetta. It's Michael Wacha. He's been the best pickup of the offseason. He's been the best pitcher on the staff here. 4-1 with a 1.99, a .91 whip. This guy's not blowing 98, 99. He's throwing 92, 93, right? He's not really a dominant, overpowering pitcher. He just locates. 33 strikeouts, 49.2 innings. And you know what's surprising? The Mariners do have a pretty good offense. They've hit 63 home runs, OBP at 322. So they're right up there. They're feeling good, man. But I think Walker's just going to be better than them. They're only 26-32 on the season. I think the Red Sox take advantage of that. Just like they did yesterday. They won a tight one. Now, the Red Sox are going to have to go through George Kirby 1-1 with a 3.38 and a 1.09 whip. Kirby's only walked 3 batters in 32 innings right now, but Boston's really good with runners in scoring position. So I got to ride with the Red Sox today. That's my favorite bet of the day, and that's what we're going with, -102 there. Let's see what we got in the comments section. People are already ready to talk basketball. I can see it. I posted on my TikTok, let's cook up one for today, bro. It was ridiculous. Had Warriors money line, knew they could do it. I guarantee, though, if you had Warriors money line, you were a little concerned last night. Let's go Mets. We're killing it. Agree, but walking through 96 and 9 last outing. Well, he's blowing 92, 93 most of the time. So I got a question. Do you say Steve Kerr is a Hall of Fame coach without Stephen Curry? I don't know. We'll look at it. We'll talk about that in a minute here. I like the Lightning to reverse sweep, boys. How hung are you? It's the NBA. They want to make it interesting. all but I believe in my dub. So you guys want to talk about the NBA pretty quickly here. But before we do that, let's get to Terry. Terry, he's sweet. What up, coach? Coach says, or Terry to the coach. Coach on TikTok says, Terry says, what's up? Astros first side. We'll talk about all this stuff, guys, in a little bit here. Dud of the day, we're going to get into that. Milwaukee Brewers, we had the under on their game yesterday. They only scored 5 runs. They got beat 11-5. How do you get beat 11-5 by the Washington Nationals? They've now lost their 7th straight game. It's not good time in Milwaukee Brewer land. Who was the guy who came on here and said I can talk to TikTok here. Who's the guy who came on and said, hey, the Milwaukee Brewers are going to win the World Series? That was a big joke. This team's not going to win the World Series. How are they going to get through the National League? And right now, the Mets look like the best team in the National League by far. When you look at the Dodgers, they got some improving to do. I think Dave Roberts might have cursed them by saying, hey, we're going to win the World Series this year. That might have been a mistake there, but overall, the Brewers are nowhere near where they need to be to get to a championship level club. Phillies is, I don't know about the Phillies. I think the thing with the Phillies is it's like they're getting hot right now without Joe Girardi, but they got to go through a National League East opponent in the New York Mets. Yes, they'll probably make the playoffs as a wild card team if they continue to stay hot, but the Mets are the authority in the National League right now, and that's the Dodgers, and that's everyone else. And there's a big difference between everyone else in the New York Mets and the Los Angeles Dodgers there. I'd rather talk baseball than rig basketball. Well, we got to make everyone happy on here. Cards are taking the division from the Brooker. Listen, the National League Central is such a bad division. It's not even funny. It's not good. It's not good. The National League Central, the American League Central, they're not good divisions. They never have been. They're the freaking trash Central, cupcake Central. I like Warriors in 7. Terry's on the Warriors. That scares me. Jason's on Warriors in 6 over here on YouTube. I don't think Warriors in 6. Listen, bottom line is when we really break down this game, we're going to do it here in a minute. I'm very excited to talk about this. When we look at this game, did the Warriors win it or did Steph Curry win it and the Celtics just didn't deliver? I mean, you look at what the Celtics did down the stretch. It was horrendous last night. It was horrendous. It was a joke. It was ridiculous, people. Overall, they got to be better, and Jason Tatum's got to be better. We got the Tatum jersey on the wall back there. He needs to step up. This is his team, and he's not doing that right now, and that's pretty concerning. Steph Curry, damn man. While Steph Curry was phenomenal last night, there's no other way to talk about it than saying Steph Curry is phenomenal. You got to tip your cap. You got to say, man, listen, you beat me last night. You beat us last night. If you're the Boston Celtics, but they got to be better. The Celtics had so many opportunities to win that game last night. What's up with Draymond too? Draymond looks really, really, really bad. So that's been funny to watch for sure. Okay, so let's start talking basketball a little bit here. Celtics couldn't hit late in the 4th. No, they couldn't. Hey, man, I'm interested in internship. How do I get in contact with you? Send me a message on Instagram at Tanner Kern, and I'll get back to you. Got a lot of applicants for that, so that's been really good. A lot of kids wanting to get into sports betting and the sports media industry. 5 minutes left. 17 to Celtics 3. Yeah, guys, we can get on here, and I posted a TikTok yesterday saying how much better the Celtics were than the Warriors. I stand by that statement. I think they're a better team. And people are coming in roasting me. Oh, it was always the Warriors. It was always the Warriors. Listen, was it always the Warriors or did the Celtics lose the game? They gave them the game. And bottom line is the Warriors bet cashed. You're on the Warriors last night. That bet cashed. But at the same time, people, who was the better team on the floor last night? I think it's the Boston Celtics. And I'm not saying that as a salty fan. I'm not saying that as a salty bettor. I'm just saying the Celtics down the stretch were terrible. And championship teams win in the 4th quarter. They've been able to do that early in this series. Early on in the 4th quarter, it looked pretty promising that the Celtics were going to get that game, get that win. But Warriors found a way to get the job done because of Curry. Yeah, right here. Curry is the GOAT. For sure. How about Wiggins? Great game. And again, Wiggins, 14 rebounds, I believe, last night, 13 rebounds, whatever it was. Andrew Wiggins should not be pulling down that many rebounds. Another reason the Celtics were able to win earlier in the series was they dominated on the glass. Last night, they were dominated on the glass. I think they got out-rebounded by 8, out-rebounded on the offensive end of the floor. You can't do that. You can't win. It's not hard, guys. Whoever shoots better from the field and whoever plays better defense wins the game. It's not rocket science. Overall, Golden State did that last night because the Celtics missed so many shots. It wasn't really the three-pointers. Overall, both teams made I think the same amount of three-pointers. It was the shooting percentage from 2-point inside the arc. Guys, the Boston Celtics weren't good. They didn't match up. The Warriors shot 52% from 2 whenever they were taking 2-point shots. Boston was only at 40%. Curry is the GOAT. If they were a better team, if they were better, then why they lose? They weren't better last night. I mean, they fell apart down the stretch. I'm saying as a whole, if you look at the entire roster and how they're playing right now, Steph Curry is above everyone else, right? He's on a different level. But when you look at the Celtics, overall, they have a better roster. They have a better team. Last night, they weren't better. They didn't get the job done. If it was the Celtics, they wouldn't have gave up that lead in the fourth. No, guys, I'm not saying it was the Celtics last night. It wasn't the Celtics. They got beat. But when I look at that team, when I look at Steph Curry, they got beat by Steph Curry. They got beat by Steph Curry, and they were unable to make shots. And that's unacceptable. That's not how you win championships. They do that again, they're going to lose. But if they play up to their capability, the Warriors cannot hang with them. And that's my true belief. Celtics are a good team. Warriors have the experience. Yeah, they have the experience, 100%. Warriors knew they couldn't go down 3-1. Yeah, I mean, guys, they couldn't go down 3-1, but like the Celtics also missed so many shots down the stretch too. I mean, it's not like the Warriors did something special on the defensive end of the floor here. I'm gonna read you off some numbers right now. Okay, from the 4-16 point of the game. From the 4-16 point in the game, Boston had a 1-point lead. Jaylen Brown misses a 3. Jason Tatum misses a 3. Marcus Smart misses a 3. He misses another 3. Al Horford misses a 3, and then he missed again. You know, it's like, what do you want to say? They missed their shots. And that wasn't because the Warriors were playing exceptional defense. It was because they missed their shots. Golden State Warriors has not lost back-to-back games since March. It was not rocket science. Well, so Kevster, let me ask you something then too. The Boston Celtics have not lost back-to-back games in the postseason this year. So are you going to be on the Celtics in the next game? You know, they're 7-0 after a loss in the postseason. And if that was correct, if this zigzags theory stays correct, Boston would win the next game, Golden State would win the next game, Boston would win the final game, then they would both be undefeated after losses. I don't know. You know, I got to look at the line for the next game. I haven't really broke it down yet. I'm still sick of this. I'm still very, very, very sick of this game. Last night, it made me sick to watch. I thought they were going to cover, and then they just couldn't make a shot down the stretch, and that happens in basketball. It really does. Okay, so let's check out the line for the next game. Boston at +3.5. I don't hate that at all. And guys, in my heart of hearts, I truly think Boston is a better team. I'm not saying that as a fan. You can, if you want to believe it, go for it. But overall, Steph Curry's on elite level. He's better than everyone else on the floor. But you're not getting that other production from many other people. I mean, yes, Andrew Wiggins had a really good game last night, but in no world should he be grabbing as many rebounds as he did last night. You know, Jordan Poole up and down right now. Draymond's horrendous. Why is Draymond even so bad? Like he's playing at a terrible level right now. It's crazy to see. Got to drive the lane, live by the 3, die by the 3. Yeah, I mean, they do. It's a combination of both. Celtics not finished job, Warriors capitalize. Yeah, Warriors capitalize on the mistake. And that's what good teams do. Good teams capitalize on mistakes, right? The Boston Celtics made too many mistakes, and the Warriors capitalized on it. So just some numbers from last night here. Jason Tatum, I mean, he's got to be better. They asked Marcus Smart in the post-game interview last night. They're like, why has Tim been so bad? You know, are you helping him? Are you encouraging him to get better? He's like, of course I am, right? But Tatum's in a slump right now, big time slump. He was only 34.8% from the field and 60% from the 3-point line, or from the free throw line. That's not good enough. That's not good enough to win. Boston did not play good last night. It's not rocket science, guys. It's never been rocket science. When you look at the stat sheet, you can tell why the Warriors won the game. Steph Curry was sensational. They were better on the glass. They played better defense, and they capitalized on mistakes, right? They were out-rebounded on the offensive end of the floor 16-11. Overall, Warriors won the rebounding battle by 13 boards. Not good. Golden State Warriors take the next one, too. Listen, it wouldn't surprise me if Golden State wins at home. I think this series is going 7. I really do. But if you're on the Warriors, Boston is undefeated after a loss in the postseason. That was the same thing with the Warriors last night. Warriors are 5-0, Boston 7-0. So it's going to be a tough decision on my end. I really got to look at the numbers and break this down. It's tough because when I bet on the Warriors, if you bet on the Warriors, in my opinion, you're banking on the Boston Celtics making more mistakes. That's how you're playing it. Because if Jason Tatum shows up and Jaylen Brown shows up and Marcus Smart shows up, they're going to win the game. It's that simple. Right? Steph Curry, he was sensational. He's not dropping 42 or 43 again, whatever he had. What did he have last night? He had, do I have the number here? Steph Curry, I don't have his exact number here, but he's not shooting 40 plus again. He's not. It's not going to happen. He's not going to do it 3 more times in the series or 2 more times, whatever it takes. So with that being said, I'm going to count on Jason Tatum to get better. I'm going to count on Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown to finish. I'm going to count on the Boston Celtics to be better on the defensive end of the floor, and I'm going to count on them to win this series. Okay. You win the turnover battle, you win the game, bottom line. There you go, Coach. Comments rolling in here. Stop, Tanner. Don't say that. What did I say? Why did Celtics start taking more threes? They would have won. Why did Celtics start taking more threes? Curry can easily do it again. And yeah, I'm not saying he can't, but the odds of him dropping 40 plus again are not very high, people. They're not. We know that. But that's the Celtics fan talk. Okay. All right. Let's see. We're going to pull up some Steph Curry numbers right now. Let's see. Steph Curry, ESPN. We're talking 40 plus right now. I'm not saying be sensation. We're talking 40 plus. Okay, let's see his splits. Let's see Steph Curry splits. 43, 31, 29, 34, 15, 20, 31, 32, 21, 29, 14, 32, 30, 27, 24, 30, 33, 27, 34, 16, 3, 47. So we have another 47-point game. 8, 34, 15, 30, 21, 34, 27, 18, 50. There's a second. 25, 33, 24, 35, 16, 18, 20, 40. Okay, so there's his fourth. So we got to go all the way back to January. So he's done 4 40-point games since January. Do we really think that's going to happen in the next 3 games in this series? I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's not likely that Curry drops 40 again. But it's the finals. He's going to need to get 40. Now, you can't say that, though. You can't say, oh, he needs it. He needs it. I'm just going off the numbers. He needs it every postseason game, John. You know what I'm saying? He needs it every postseason game. He's only done it in the postseason. He has done it one time. He did it last night. That was the first time, right? So you can say he needs it every night, guys. He needs it every night. He's needed in the postseason. He hasn't done it. He's done it one time in the postseason. So I'm just saying, he's not going to drop 40 the next 3 games. It's not going to happen. He might drop 40 once. He could drop 43 times, but the likelihood, the percentage, he's done it 4 times since January, including last night, 4 times. Come on, guys. Every time Tatum looks like a scared puppy, he does look like a scared puppy. Clip it, coach. There you go. Clip it, coach. Come on now, guys. He could drop 40. Jason Tatum could go drop 40. Jaylen Brown could. Hell, Draymond still could drop 40. He's on the floor. It's impossible, but Draymond could drop 40. Mathematically, he's on the floor enough minutes to drop 40, right? No way he repeats that. Thank you, Steve Johnson. He's had 4 40-point games since January. It's the summer, January, February, March, April, May, June, 6 months, 4 times in 6 months. If Steph Curry doesn't drop 40 last night and is as good as he was, are the Golden State Warriors even in that basketball game? No, they're not. It's not rocket science, people. They're not. Okay? Curry averaging 30 plus this series. I'm not saying he's not going to score 30. I'm talking 40 and shoot 53% from the field. So he's been about that 43, 31, 29, 34. He's around 30 points. He's a 30-point player. So if you take those 10 points away, what are you going to get from the other guys on the floor? That's my biggest question. Clay is still an up and down. Karen Thompson is done season 7. I love that. Karen Thompson is up and down, guys. You don't know what you're going to get. I know Steph Curry is going to drop 30. But saying he's going to go over 40 again, saying he's going to score like he did, and saying the Boston Celtics are going to miss 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 0 for 6 on 3-point attempts in the final 4 minutes of the game. Again, you're crazy. This Boston Celtics team is filled with fighters. They're a better basketball team. And even if I'm a Boston Celtics fan, I'm not saying this as a fan, guys. You know me. I will bet against my team anytime. The Celtics will win the series. I still believe they will win the series. You can play ifs and buts all day. Yeah, but I think it's more likely. What do you guys think is more likely? You ready for this? Got the comments on YouTube. I might be neglecting these. But, what do you guys think is more likely? Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, and Marcus Smart and Al Horford make their shots down the stretch, or Steph Curry drops 40 plus? He's done it 4 times since January. What do you think? What's more likely? Okay. Let's see. Draymond just wants defensive player of the year. Draymond was big on the assists last night, so I do have to give him that. Golden. Let's see. Jorge Mortera. Draymond just wants defensive player of the year. 45. Kebster coming in here. Tough year for Boston this year. They are going to lose the NBA Finals. Red Sox are averaging. The Bruins are ass. Yeah, I mean, the Red Sox are an average team. I don't think the Celtics will lose in the finals. Alex, I honestly just went for the under last night. Bet for me. That was a safe bet. That was a good one. Thompson can drop 40 in one quarter. LOL. Thompson sucks. Warriors didn't only beat the Celtics yesterday. They beat the refs. There you go. Sam Lee, would love to hear a stretch of your own facts instead of you replying to every comment. Chat is full of clowns. If my aunt had balls, she would be my uncle. That's the fact. Warriors got this. Guys, and there's two theories in this. Like, it's pretty much like, from what I've seen in the betting community, you're either on the Warriors or on the Celtics, and there's no in between, right? You're on the Warriors, you're on the Celtics. Here's my facts, guys. Here's my facts. Sam, I'm going to give it to you now. You don't want to hear the chat full of clowns. He's calling you guys clowns over there on TikTok. Here's the facts. The fact is that when you look at this team, and I said this yesterday, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Marcus Smart, Al Horford, Rob Williams, Grant Williams off the bench, Peyton Pritchard off the bench, right? When you look at them, I think they are better than what the Warriors have. Steph Curry, sensational. He's the best player on the floor. There's no doubt about it. He's better than every single player on the floor. But Klay Thompson, up and down, very inconsistent player. And you can say the same thing about Jason Tatum, but I don't feel Klay Thompson has been there yet. I don't feel he's arrived back off the injury. He doesn't play great on defense. Draymond Green is freaking mauling people out on the floor, right? Andrew Wiggins, great player. Great player. Should he have had 14 rebounds last night? No. It's the most he's ever had in his career. Everything went right for the Warriors. Everything went wrong for the Celtics down the stretch. Now, you have to create your own opportunities as well, and Boston didn't do that. They missed shots. But if Boston makes their shots, if Boston shoots better from 40% inside the arc last night, what do we get? We get a Celtics win. That's all I'm saying. They were in position to win the game. Yes, sir. There we go. You're in the chat, so I guess you're one of us clowns. We're going to have a pool party in Oracle. Everyone's saying we're going to have a pool party. I haven't seen the pool party yet. Going to the Red Sox game on June 20th. Still remember me. I'll be there. Yeah, Dean, I remember you. June 20th. I'm in Dallas. I'm in Dallas for the entire month, though, Dean. So I can't interview you. But if you were there, I would be. If you were there on June 20th, I was in Boston. I wouldn't miss it. Warriors win Game 5, bro. Okay, bro. That sounds good. I'm not saying they're not salty Celtics fans. We're not salty, guys. Let's see. The foul on Horford was bogus. It was, but again, I don't take the refs. I don't take the refs into equation. Like, listen, the refs are the refs. Both teams get calls. Both teams don't get calls. You got to deal with it. You got to overcome adversity. The worst comment for me, even from a Celtics fan, even from a Warriors fan, the refs were the reason this team won or lost. No, listen, the reason the team won or lost, you look at stat sheet. This is how many shots they made. This is how they played on defense. Boom. It's not hard. There are bad calls both ways. Yeah, 100%. Wiggins is terrible, so inconsistent. Green worries too much about flopping. Klay is non-existent. I think that's a harsh version of what I was saying, yes. But again, I think you got to give them more credit. We saw it last night. Steph Curry can change a series. He can take over a series. He can change a game, right? He's the best player on the floor. He can do everything, absolutely everything. But will he do it? Will he do it? Because if the Boston Celtics play their game and Steph Curry still plays at a high level, I'll take the Boston Celtics over Steph Curry. Terry's not a clown. Come on now. Terry's not a clown. Terry's the man. Comments rolling in on YouTube, guys. Thompson, Poole, Wiggins over White, Brown, and Smart. Thompson, Poole, and Wiggins over White, Brown, and Smart. And we even talked about Derek White. Derek White was so good last night. And I don't think you can say that. I think the names, guys, these names, like Klay Thompson's a huge name, right? He's a big name. But is he playing like a big name player? That's something you need to ask yourself too. Tatum was mad as Curry about the refs. Yeah, both guys, the refs sucked on both sides. You can't say the refs. I'll tell you what right now. Here's how the Celtics win, and here's how the Warriors win. Then we'll put this to sleep. Got a comment, JCon157 on TikTok, MLB now. People want to get into MLB, but we'll put this to sleep right now because we do have hockey as well. Here's how the Warriors win this series. Steph Curry is still sensational. He doesn't have to score 40. He can score 30. You need some production from Klay. You need production from Wiggins. Draymond's got to be good on the defensive end of the floor, and the Celtics need to take a little bit of a backseat. If Jason Tatum continues to play like a scared little puppy, as someone said in there, the Warriors will likely win the series. If Jason Tatum shows up, you get the production from Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart, plays great on defense, and now Derek White's making three-pointers, and maybe one more guy steps up. Celtics win this series. So that's what you need to decide. If you're betting on this game, that's my biggest recommendation. If you're betting on the remainder of the series, you need to think, okay, who is going to be better as a whole? Is it going to be the Boston Celtics or is it going to be the Warriors? If you think Jason Tatum's going to continue to play at a low level, you should bet on the Warriors. If you think Jason Tatum's going to step up, I recommend going over the Celtics. All right, enough MLB or enough NBA. There we go. Enough NBA. We'll move over to MLB right now. Warriors 5, Celtics 6. Warriors win 7 at home. Again, yeah, I mean, I think that trajectory of 7 is likely. Again, game 7, anything can happen. I'm not going to say who's going to win that. I need to see what happens these next 2 games, right? But if it's game 7, I will be on the Celtics. If it's game 7, I will be on the Celtics just because probably the fan bet in me. But I think they can win it in 7. And again, guys, I might be on Warriors -3.5. I'm not sure yet. I really got to look. I do bet against the Celtics all the time. I'm just saying when I look at everything, when I see the entire rosters on both sides and I break it all down, guys, there's no doubt in my mind that the Boston Celtics are a better basketball team. If they win the series, if they lose, and if they lose the series, obviously Warriors were a better team because that's how we determine it, 7 games. But when I see it right now, at least, I still think Boston has a great chance to win the series. And I will say this: Tattoo Boy, my guy, Jack Bienvenu, 2022 world champs. He's ready for it to go 7. He got a 2022 world champs tattoo. I think it pays off for this for the series. Do you play the college baseball tournament? So what? It's super regional weekend. I'll play Omaha. I won't do it. I won't do this. Just because I think there's so much other stuff going on. Like yesterday, and I don't want to wreck the WNBA right now, but we're in the middle of a freaking heated battle, Celtics Warriors, and people are like, mother effing the freaking Connecticut Suns in our Discord last night. So I can only focus my attention in so many spots, right? I have a few places where I really focus attention. The one spot is the NBA. So right now when we get to Omaha, I'll bet college baseball, but something that's like I don't do it much throughout the year, so it's hard for me to really get into it right now until Omaha. But I'll break it down. I mean, I love baseball, any kind of baseball, so I'll look at numbers and obviously place some bets there. Blue Jays run line today. We'll get into all those picks right now. I want to talk hockey real quick, guys. It was always the Lightning. That's what you need to know right there. It was always the Lightning. There we go. We're back on YouTube, right? So yeah, I've been on the Rangers throughout the majority of the series. I'm going to go back to the Lightning night because Andrei Vasilevskiy is good enough to change the series. And when you're talking about a goaltender, Vasilevskiy is the guy. He is the main event. He's the main attraction. I think he's the only reason the Lightning stay in this series. If he wasn't playing at a high level, I would be on the Rangers. But the thing about the Rangers is they don't capitalize on their opportunities enough for me to feel confident that they're going to get the job done tonight. So I'm going to go back to the Lightning. I think the Lightning close off the series tonight. You guys can let me know what you think of the comments on this game, and then we move into baseball. Tampa Bay is not as good on the stat sheet on the defensive end of the ice, but Vasilevskiy is unreal. And that's really what I'm making this bet off tonight. I'm going to go Lightning in regular time to bring it down to -115. You could go puck line as well, but everyone's saying bet the under, and you should based on how the series has gone, right? So when I see 5.5 goals, right, knowing that for an under to hit, there needs to be 5 goals, it's really tough to win by 2 goals, or it can be. So this game could be a game where it's a 3-2 game in regulation, right? It could be a 2-1 game. I can see that tonight. So I like the under as well, but the under was a little juice for me. It was like -150. So I'm going to stay away from that totally. I'm just going to go with 60-minute money line time, -115 for the Lightning. Their D just isn't there yet for the Rangers. And I don't want to knock Igor. He's been really good. You look at his numbers, he's been sensational, right? The Rangers, the biggest problem I've seen with them isn't even their defense. It's more their offense, their inability to capitalize on opportunities, power play opportunities, shots on Vasilevskiy, but that's easier said than done, right? It's very hard to get a biscuit past Andrei Vasilevskiy. Lightning at home is money, but I'm staying away. Yeah, I mean, I think Lightning reverse sweep, as the coach said, they were down 2. I think they're going to win 4 in a row. And tonight is their 4th. Rangers are not feeling very good. Also, do you guys see I posted on my regular page last night, my personal page at Tanner Kern. It was the guy for the some guy at Madison Square Garden, a Rangers fan, absolutely knocked the crap out of a Lightning guy. Did you guys see that? You betting on any college baseball? Not yet. I will next. I will for Omaha. I'm not doing it for the Super Regionals. But if you saw that, it was crazy. The guy, I think he might have died. I'm not sure. But a Rangers bettor punched a Lightning bet. A Lightning got a Rangers bettor. A Ranger fan punched a Lightning fan at Madison Square Garden. So I posted on my TikTok. I got it. It got removed for graphic, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So TikTok hates me basically. But the bottom line is That was crazy. So I think that could play into the Lightning's favor too. Who knows? That's why I dislike Rangers fans. I've seen 10 plus videos like that. It's just New York. It's New York. It's New York fans and all that. Blah 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 blah. New York fans. I don't want to knock New York fans. They hate me enough already. But it was pretty crazy. Take anytime goal by Perry. Mark it down. Okay, anytime goal. There's a lot of good. I did see one good player prop or one of those good promos on FanDuel today. It's Stamkos, Kucherov, Kreider, or Zibanejad to score the first goal of the game, Game 6 at plus 350. So you get all those guys on your ticket to score the first goal at plus 350. I think that's pretty good deal there, solid deal. Now keep in mind, not a lot of goals are going to go in the net tonight. So anytime goal by Perry. Let's see. Anytime goal by Perry. Let's see what that's listed at right now. As an anytime scorer, Perry is... Don't have him. Corey Perry, plus 285. So, yeah, I don't mind that. But it's just, it's tough with a game like this. There's not, like, you look at the Oilers when they were playing, right? It's like, there's going to be a lot of goals scored in that game. Take anytime Perry. Got the GOAT right there. Okay, so let's keep going. You guys want to talk baseball here? I'm sure you do. A lot of people wait all day to talk baseball, so I appreciate you staying on, guys. Make sure, though, you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You join Discord. You buy a T-shirt, guys. We're getting on here 7 days a week. I'm grinding without a producer right now. Find me another podcast out here that's grinding without a producer on a Saturday morning just for the love of the game, people. Come on now. Come on now. Man of the people right here. Man of the people. MLB picks for today. We're going to get into it. So my first MLB pick is already Red Sox money line with Michael Walker on the mound. I feel really good about that one. You look at Mets money line minus 134 there too. Mets found a way to win last night. I wish I would have taken the Mets last night. I saw the number late. I usually get up early first thing, do my picks, find them all right, and then I get into just coming on here, shooting the shit. I already placed my bets, right? And then I really don't place many throughout the day because I get on here and I do my research early. But the Mets wasn't on my book in the morning, and same thing with the Red Sox. They weren't either, and then they popped up later because pitching questions, all that, blah blah blah, and Mets got the win last night. I think they get the win again tonight. Carlos Carrasco on the mound for them. He's 7-1 with a 3.52 and a 1.16 whip. The offense usually comes to play with Carrasco on the mound. That's what you can see, 7-1 record. Really good strikeout pitcher. He's only allowed 3 bombs in 64 innings. So with that being said, you might want to look at the under on the Angels team total, especially because they're not hitting the baseball well. Michael Lorenzen is going to pitch for the Angels 5-3 with a 3.69 and a 1.14 whip. Now the Angels offense has been, more stagnant, but they're still dangerous. I mean, when I look at it, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy how many home runs they have hit this season, right? They've hit way more than the Mets. They're a really high-powered offense. This losing streak has been devastating. Obviously, they got the win over Boston, but they've only won one game in their past 15, 16, right? So I'm going to go with the Mets tonight. I think Carrasco gets the job done. The way LA is hitting, I would not worry about them hitting bombs tonight off a guy, especially, like Carlos Carrasco. Jason coming in here. Let's see here. Pace of Tanner, you got 1,000 Knicks fans here wearing Dubs Nation hats and are going to be ecstatic once the Celtics lose championship. Of course they are. That's the way it should be, though. Darren, Simcox Facts, have been watching your TikToks for the past couple months. Just found his podcast and Discord this morning. Love that. Awesome stuff, man. Let's ride. There we go. On here every day, man. The people, 7 days a week, getting after it, getting the content. Okay. Let's see. MLB, Fruitster. Haha, thanks, homie. Surprise. I don't know. Someone has recognized me. Okay, there we go. Phillies on a roll, baby. The Phillies are on a roll, and we are going to use that to our favor when it comes to total betting today. And again, guys, I like so many other major league bets today. I'm just giving you straight bets. You want parlay pieces? I can give you parlay pieces all the time. Man of the people. There we go. Clip it. Man of the people, all periods in between. I love that. If you want straight bets, I'm giving you guys straight bets, right? These are good parlay pieces, but I'm giving you guys straight bets too. I can go on FanDuel right now and I can tell you, or DraftKings or Caesars, whatever it is. And I can tell you right now that, hey, who I like today? Let's see. I like the Toronto Blue Jays at minus 245. I can tell you that right now. In run line, yes, I think that's a prime run line spot. But again, whoever asked about the run line bet for the Blue Jays, minus 140, I don't love that at all. I think it's a little too juiced. It's tough to win by 2 runs in Major League Baseball. I think the Blue Jays do it today. But at the same time, too, minus 140, I'm not a big fan of that at all. Okay. Let's effing go, baby. What's on the slate today? We're getting it in, guys. We're getting it in. Celtics winning the next 2. I really hope. Let's go. Never seen you live, bro. Love that. And hey, if you want the full layout, the full studio, go over to YouTube, guys. Timothy Savage. Always like the videos. Don't stop. Appreciate that. Martin Perez on the mound for the Rangers. He's strong. And I think the Rangers have a good chance to win today. Perez has been really, really solid this season. So against the White Sox, who don't really hit the ball. And Giolito impressive? Yes, but at the same time, too, the White Sox don't hit. They're not like what did Tony La Russa do the other day? Can we talk about that with the Dodgers? Walking Trey Turner with 2 strikes, get to Max Muncy, and then defending it in the post-game press conference, saying it was the right decision. Come on now. Padres Rockies over 8.5. So yeah, I like the over of 8.5 in the early game. I like the over of 7.5 in the second game. Right. So I think both are solid bets there, but I'm only going to play the over of 8.5 in game 2. Gore on the mound. They changed? Yeah, Mackenzie Gore is on the mound there. So I'm going to go over 7.5 in game 2. I feel pretty good about that, and we'll talk about that in a minute here. Any other questions here? Have Yankees, Phillies, and Braves money line with the Warriors minus 9.5 and a hit yesterday. Let's go. Congratulations. That's awesome. Chill, Dan. There we go. Comments rolling in here. Gotta love it. Gotta love the TikTok people. Get the likes up. Come on now. I feel like the likes are down a little bit. Get the likes up. Come on. I like Padres in the second game. I don't usually bet on the second game before I see the first game. I might do it with the total, and I'm going to do that with the total today. And here's why. Rockies versus Padres, game 2, the over of 7.5. Now, this game got over yesterday. Kyle Freeland's going to pitch for the Rockies, 1-5 with a 1.47 whip. This is going to be the pitcher that needs to get the runs on the board, right? The Padres are going to have to score off Kyle Freeland. And now the Rockies are still finding ways to hit without Chris Bryant, so it wouldn't surprise me if they were able to get to Mackenzie Gore a little bit. Terrific, 4-1, 1.50 with a 1.06 whip. He's been really, really good, right? But the Rockies find a way to hit on the road for some reason. They get the job done. Now, Gore's only allowed 1 homer in 48 innings. The Rockies kind of rely on homers. They're not the biggest manufacturer run kind of team, but I still think they can contribute a few. And I like the Padres to bounce back and hit the baseball, especially in a second game of a doubleheader. They got their at-bats under the belt. They're ready. They're locked in. So hopefully we can get this game over 7.5. Now, the Rockies have a 3.22 OBP. Padres have a 3.16 OBP. Colorado has a 5.15 ERA and a 1.49 whip as a team. So with that being said, I like the Padres to command it. I like them to score a good amount of runs in this baseball game, and then the Rockies to contribute, get the game over. Maybe a 5-3 kind of game. It's going to be tight, don't get me wrong, but I still like the over. Okay. White Sox cover yesterday, so really like the Rangers. Yeah, I mean, going zigzag theory there. Again, I like Perez on the mound. The Rangers are a very good hitting team. I don't think they're legitimate yet. I think there are a few steps away from getting to where they need to be a contender in the AL West, obviously. But again, they're pretty good. What's your best bet to put $4,000 on? Well, if you want $4,000, $4,000. Let's see. I can't go wrong with a team like the Mets. Can't go wrong with a team. Red Sox might be a little tougher right now, but I don't think you go wrong with a team like the Mets against the Angels. Blue Jays 4K. I think the Blue Jays is a good bet. Now run line you can do that. Again, guys, if you got 4,000 on a game, you have a little more leeway with the price you're willing to pay, right? So for example, minus 245, if I put 4,000 on the Blue Jays, I'm still going to win 1,600. Is that a risk bet? Yes, but say you're like a one unit, like $100 unit better. I put 100 on that. I'm only going to win 40. So that doesn't do it for me. But if you have $4,000 and you can win 1,600 off that bet, now that's a different story. Again, though, I'm giving you guys straight bets for the, for like 1 unit better and any even better too. I mean, you could put $4,000 on the $4,000 on the over of 8.5 in the Arizona Diamondbacks versus Philadelphia Phillies game, which I'm going to talk about next. And that's going to win you 3,478. So it's all the risk you're willing to pay. It's all the price you're willing to pay there. But again, I like the over in that game. I like the Blue Jays on the money line. I'm not giving you guys Blue Jays on the money line just because it's a parlay piece for me. At minus 245, my bankroll is not high enough to pay that price for something that's going to give me a return worth my value. Could put on the Lightning. It's all about value. There we go. It's all about value. The Lightning, guys, the Lightning look good tonight. I do think the Lightning win. If you're going to bet the Lightning, I would not do it in regular time. If you're going to put like $4,000 on it, just because you never know what can happen. These have been tight series, 1-goal games. This can go to overtime, right? So I wouldn't risk the 60-minute time for that. I would just go with the full game. Rangers plus 1.5 at minus 160. Rangers plus 1.5 at minus 160. Again, guys, if you're going to take them at plus 1.5, you might want to just go full game. because they're good. They're on their last legs tonight. They're probably going to pull a goalie. I'm not saying the Lightning are going to convert when they pull the goalie, but when Igor's on the bench, right, it could be earlier than expected. It could be at the 4-minute mark tonight, not the 3 or 2-minute mark. So just keep that in mind when it comes to pulling the goalie. Yankees run line. I believe Jordan Montgomery's on the mound for them today. I don't think that's a bad bet. Let me just see here. It's juiced, though, and they're at home when I saw it. So, yeah, they're playing. It's juiced. It's -110, -1.5 at home. Again, I think that's a good bet. I think that's a fine time to throw the run line bet at home. I'd rather do it with them on the road, but not a bad bet at all. White Sox money line, I wouldn't be on the White Sox today. I'm more on the Rangers if I had to pick. So not Rangers in hockey, Rangers in baseball. A lot of people are always confused when I do that. Like, I forget who it was. I don't have the exact comments, but there was a ticket a couple days ago where I posted like Rangers and then I posted Rays, and I think the Rays were playing the Rangers, and I posted them both on the money line, and people were like, what do you wait? Like, their minds were blown. I'm like, guys, Rangers at +140 hockey. So Mets money line. Yeah. Mets money line. The Rays game. Let's see here. Rays, Tampa Bay Rays, getting the book here. Yeah, I think at -134, I do like them today with Baz on the mound against Chichi Gonzalez. Baz making his first start of the year, I believe, right? I wouldn't take them run line. I would just go straight money line. That's Rangers baseball +160. 3-team parlay. We'll get into that in a minute here. Let me get my D-backs versus Phillies. We'll do that. We'll give you guys a couple parlay pieces, and then we will sign off. So D-backs versus Phillies, over 8.5. Madison Bumgarner, 2-5 with a 3.64 and a 1.26 whip. Over 59.1 innings. He's only given up 10 homers, right? Zach Wheeler's going to pitch for the Phillies. Been, not the Zach Wheeler that we think of, right? So Mad Bum giving up 10 homers in 59 innings. Zach Wheeler is shaky. Wheeler's going to give up 2 to 3 runs today. I truly believe that. And the Phillies are rolling. They're absolutely hitting the baseball like machines right now. I got some trends for you guys, and I love this. Okay, so Philly has gone over in 4 of their past 5 against Arizona. So the past 5 times these teams have played, they've gone over 4 or 5. And the Philadelphia Phillies, really, since firing Joe Girardi, in their past 9 games, they've gone over 8 times. Gotta love that. They're hitting the baseball since firing Joe Girardi. I think Mad Bum's efficient, but I do think he gets hit a little bit today. And I think Zach Wheeler is going to make a mistake, and hopefully the D-backs can capitalize on it. And hopefully they can put a charge into a baseball, get one out, and get this game over 8.5. So I feel good about the over of 8.5 there. Rockies Padres game 2 over 7.5. Mets money line there. Hockey wise, we're going to go Lightning 60-minute time, and then Red Sox money line. So we got 5 plays today. We'll see what we can do. Lauer on the mound today for the Brew Crew. I'm done with the Brewers. I haven't looked into, I bet the under yesterday and I got screwed. Now, if you're on the total today, it opened at 9. It's now up to 9.5. So more money's coming in on the under. More money's coming on the Brewers, obviously, to win the game. They're the favorites. I think they should win today with Lauer versus Corbin. You just never know what you're going to get. I mean, the Nationals scored 11 runs off them yesterday. 11 runs. I got a good stat for you. You ready for this? Aaron Ashby, who started for the Milwaukee Brewers yesterday, gave up 13 hits in 4.2 innings. 13 hits, 4.2 innings. That's crazy. Marlins are the better team than the Astros. That's a stretch. That's a big stretch, saying the Marlins are a better team than the Astros. Big stretch. Massive stretch. I would like to know some stats on why you believe the Marlins are a better baseball team than the Astros. Please explain that to me. That's the biggest stretch. That's not true at all. Celtics just blew your chance of winning the series at home. The series going 7. Bro, the Nationals, easily worst team in the league, beat the Brewers. And guys, listen, the Brewers are going to lose to the Nationals occasionally. But as a whole, in no world should a starting pitcher give up 13 hits or 14 hits in 4.2 innings. Pick 2 locks and add a live game on good team down to add plus money. Pick 2 baseball locks and add a live game on a good team down to add plus money to a parlay. Love that. Astros can't hit. Okay, so guys, we got to bring stats to the stat party here. Okay, we got to bring stats to the stat. You can't just say Astros can't hit because they had a couple bad games. We got to bring stats to the stat party. Okay, the Astros are still one of the better hitting teams in baseball. I'm not saying they're not. Marlins do have better numbers, except when it comes to the home runs. Now, please tell me this, Georgie. How can the Astros not hit the baseball? They've hit 75 home runs as a team. 75. Let me pull up the team stats, MLB 2022 team hitting stats. All right, guys, the Astros are fourth in baseball when it comes to home runs. Fourth. They are fourth in baseball when it comes to home runs. RBIs, little down. But when it comes to hitting home runs, they're fourth in baseball. I mean, I wouldn't say that's bad. Runs wise, they are a little down. Run wise, they are down there. Yeah, 22nd in the league. But at the same time, too, they're 36 and 22. 36 and 22. They are in first in the American League West. They are, let's see, the AL West standings, how far up they are. They're way up now. And they're 9 games ahead of the Angels. So we can't say they're bad. We can't say, well, it's not that I love a stat check. It's just like we can't come on here and say the Astros aren't a good hitting team when they're fourth in the league when it comes to home runs and they're up 9 games in their division and they went to the World Series last year and the majority of their team is still there. Obviously, you got rid of Correa, you got rid of some guys, right? But the Astros are still a pretty damn good hitting team. I wouldn't mind betting on them to hit. Okay. If Astros won yesterday, I would have made another $5,000. Hey, that's okay. Happens. Yo, Reds today. I went against the Reds yesterday. It suited me well. Do you like the under on the Reds card? Yeah, I would be under on the Reds today. I was under on it yesterday. It paid off exactly. Unless Verlander or Valdez is pitching, they most likely lose. But okay, they're 36 and 22. First place. American League. Let me see. All right, so the Yankees are obviously better with 42 wins. So they have the second best record in the American League too, guys. So let's calm down a little. Georgie, calm down. I got to contain you there. Calm down. Second best record in the American League. Can't say they're not a good baseball team. You ever parlay team totals? Occasionally I'll go team totals. Like, for example, if the over-under is on the cusp, like it's an 8.5 or 7, I believe one team's going to contribute more than the other, and it's shaky, I'll go team total there. Soft division. I'm not saying the Central's not a soft division. The West isn't a soft division, but also, was it a soft division before the Angels went on their massive losing streak too? So you got to factor that in. It's not a great division. The AL East is a better division, but overall, it's better than the Central. It's way better than the Central. You're telling me the Twins, Guardians, White Sox, Tigers, and Royals are better than the Astros, Angels, Rangers, Mariners, and the A's? Forget about the A's, obviously. But the West is a better division than the Central. Brewers of the American League. That's a stretch. I've made more money betting on it. I've made more money on that. Bet the house on the Astros today. I wouldn't say that. Astros bullpen is fire. There you go. Comments rolling in. I'm avoiding I've been neglecting the YouTube comments, guys, and I feel bad for that because I've been on the book. Man of the people. Parlays pay mortgages. Love that. Parlays pay mortgages. Man of the people. What's up, Tanner? Carl, how we doing? Let's get it. Darren coming in here. Any UFC picks? You guys, for me, when I look at UFC, the juice is way too high. Yeah, I might put a parlay card together on that, but just overall as a straight bet, I didn't see anything I loved, like just as a straight. And you can't be afraid of high juice, especially when it comes to UFC, because that's the way it works. But I'm staying away from that until later today. Matthew Markland coming in here. Douglas E. Duda wants to know he pooped in the house and he needs you to clean it up when you're done playing with your friends on Tiki Taki. You got it. Brian Gandia, here we go. Brian loves skateboarding videos. Damn, that setup looks great, Tanner. Hopped in late, but let's cash. There we go. Let's cash tonight. Johnny Gonzalez, Astros are the most profitable under team in MLB. There you go. Well, they're still profitable. Kevster, any overs for today? Kevster, yeah, I'm on Overwise. I'm on Phillies, D-backs, and then Rockies, Padres game 2. That's what we're going with. I wouldn't mind taking them game 1, but I decided on game 2. George, we get it. You hate the Astros. Being a terrible team is ridiculous, though. Yeah, I think that's good. We get it. Like, guys, I hate the Brewers. And when I really look at it before this losing streak, were the Brewers that bad of a team? No, obviously they won games. People say that to me, but I don't like them personally. I don't. When it comes to the Astros, I don't have that same hate as I do for the Brewers, but the Astros are the second best team in the American League. They're first in their division by 9 games, and they've hit 88 home runs, which is 4th in baseball. Look at Saturday stats, last 50 games. Look at Saturday stats, last 50-day games at home. Okay, so Jeffrey, are they bad today because it's Saturday? What are we talking here? 50-day games. So we got to go back 50-day games. We're really getting into the splits there. I'm just saying as a whole, guys, they're not that bad. If you placed bets on the Astros this year, you would know. I placed a lot of bets on the Astros. I bet them a lot. Brew crew wise, well, what bets are you placing? You placing run line bets when they're juiced? They're finding ways to win, man. Come on now. All right, guys. So that's all I have. Any other questions, drop in the chat. If not, we're going to sign off. We were trying to go like 45 to 50 minutes on these shows now. Saturday, Sunday could be a little different. Again, producer Jeff will be back next week, so we're excited about that. Parlays in baseball are fire. You guys want a couple parlays here. If I had to parlay, I'd parlay the New York Yankees on the money line with the New York Mets tonight. I think they get the job done there. And then the Boston Red Sox. That's a nice-looking parlay right there. That's a nice-looking parlay. You can put the Blue Jays in there too. Why not? Let's go four-leggers. Plus 641 there. Red Sox, Mets, Yankees, and Blue Jays. I feel pretty good about that. And then mix and match those teams however you want it. Like, I really do like those bets today. I think Michael Walker with the Red Sox gets the job done. Most confident play that I have on my card when it comes to MLB is the Mets today. Again, I think there's other good plays today in baseball, but on my card, at least, my most confident play is the Mets. I'll never really do a total I'll never say I'm most confident in a total. I'd rather go money line because we know one side is going to win, right? So I'll take the Mets on the money line tonight, minus 134. Damn, Yankees, can't believe how much they had to fight for that win. Yeah, the Yankees are fighting, man, and they're finding ways to win too. Now this is the same thing we usually get with the New York Yankees. They play really good in the regular season. They kind of blow up in the postseason. We'll see if that happens again this year. Yankee fans, I'm just stating the facts. Don't get all triggered right now. I'm just stating the facts. You play well in the regular season, you usually blow up in the postseason. That's all I'm saying. Them Yankees, can't believe we got that. Let's go Mets. There we go. I think the Mets I can't wait for the Subway Series. That's going to be a lot of fun when that happens. I'm going to try to get to that if I'm in the Northeast. But that'll be a lot of fun there. Be rocking a Mets jersey all day, every day. All right, guys. So we're going to sign off here. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you join TikTok, Discord, all that good stuff. Can you say your picks one more time? You got it. D-backs, Phillies over 8.5. Rockies, Padres, game 2 over 7.5. Mets money line. Hockey-wise, we're going to go Lightning on the money line, 60-minute time. And then we're going to go with the Red Sox on the money line. Why are the Yankees bats so inconsistent? Georgie. Why are they so inconsistent? Georgie. The New York Yankees have hit the most home runs in baseball. New York Yankees have scored the 5th most runs in baseball. New York Yankees have the 12th most hits in baseball. New York Yankees have the 6th most RBIs in baseball. Georgie, come on now. Georgie. Man of the people, Tanner. I love that. Man of the people. There we go. You demand fire. I love that. They all float. Yeah, they all float. Two best teams, Yankees and Astros. Yeah, George, you're targeting the 2 best teams in the American League right now, the Yankees and the Astros. I will say, if you talk about inconsistent bats, the Astros, yes, are a little more inconsistent when it comes to the bats, but the New York Yankees can't really say they're too inconsistent, right? Runs wise, they've scored. Runs, they're a little down. They're 17th in baseball. So runs, they are a little down. But home runs wise, they're number 1. RBIs, they're top 10. They're top 10 in a lot of things. Walks, let's see what they are. Yankees are all about walks and strikeouts. So they're not taking many walks though right now, I don't think. Oh, no, second in walks, strikeouts. They're pretty good in strikeouts too. They're pretty good. They're doing a good job this year. It's about the top 4 in the line. I'll get in the hits. But again, though, like it's still producing, right? They're still scoring. So, we can't really say that. It seems like the Astros and the Yankees have triggered you in some capacity, and that's fine. That's fine. But again, they're the 2 best teams in the American League, so we gotta calm down a little bit. Astros can't hit. Look at how many people they leave on base. Bishop Tanner has blessed you with the rocket science. Love that. I'm just reading off the stats, guys. Like, listen, if you have a take, that's fine, but defend it with stats. Defend it with some stats. Like, give me some stats. If you tell me, yeah, okay, so the Astros are really bad when it comes to scoring runs. Where are they at when it comes to runs? Yeah, they're 22nd in baseball. Okay, that's fair. That's valid, right? But if you say they're a bad hitting team or a bad baseball team, that's not work. When they're the 2nd best team in the American League and they still hit 75 bombs, like, you can't say they're a bad hitting team. We need to specify. Astros can't hit. LOL. Look at me. Oh, Astros can hit. LOL. Look at me. People they leave on base. Bishop Tanner has blessed you with the rocket science. I'm blessing you guys. Clip it. Guys, I love you all. Even if I go back at you and fight with you, I love you all. Listen, show up with stats to the stat party. That's my biggest recommendation. Tanner, my friend. How we doing, Ronnie? How we doing, Ryan? General Ronnie. How we doing? Darren Simcox again. I'm a Yankees fan. I hear no lies. Oh, well. I mean, I hope I'm defending. Like, I am getting on here and defending Yankee fans. We should clip that. I'm getting on here and defending Yankee fans for how good they hit the baseball right now. So, and you know me, guys. You know me. I'm the first person to knock a Yankee fan. I'm the first person to knock the New York Yankees when I get the opportunity to do it. It's very hard, though, when all their stats are pretty much in the top 10. Locks for a day. You want to lock, you go to Home Depot. That's my biggest recommendation there. My favorite bet out of all my card, I'd say Red Sox money line and Mets on the money line as well. My Home Depot lock of the day bet, that's going to be Red Sox money line. Again, we're 2-0 with those since we started that. We'll see what happens. Parlay bets, do you only bet on the money line or mixture of run lines and over-unders? Troy. So Troy, the best part about parlay bets, you can do whatever you want. You can parlay a WNBA money line with a player prop in baseball, with a scoring prop in the NBA, and combine it with a total in college football. Like, you can do whatever you want when it comes to parlays. You can parlay Luka Doncic. I've got the figurines in front of me. I'm saying you can parlay Luka Doncic over on his points with Patrick Mahomes touchdowns combined with Ezekiel Elliott's rushing attempts. So you can really do whatever you want when it comes to parlays, which is pretty cool. You can cook up some pretty interesting combinations there. Cardinals run line. Yeah, I mean, guys, again, I'm probably on the Cardinals today. If I had to pick, I was on the Cardinals yesterday. Hunter Green's so inconsistent. You don't know what you're going to get out of him. I think the under. If Green pitches well, the game will go under. Then the money line's a little more in jeopardy for the Cardinals. But, you know, if Green's just walking people like we see a lot, you know, it could be a good day for the Cardinals, good day for the over. So that's a game I'm going to stay away from. Reds, people on the Reds. If Green's on his game, the Reds can win this baseball game for sure. Green, what he did against the Red Sox in his last start, I believe it was really, really impressive. So just keep that in mind there. New York Rangers. I'm on the Tampa Bay Lightning night at home. I think they close it out and advance to the Stanley Cup. I hate to say it, but the Astros can hit without garbage cans. Let's go Yankees. Yeah, guys. I mean, I hate the Astros too. I mean, I don't like the Yankees. I don't like the Astros, but I'm defending them both right now. Rangers. I don't know about the Rangers. Rangers going to work for it today. If you're talking Rangers in baseball, yeah, I'll take a chance on the Rangers in baseball, and that's the 2-11 game. But Rangers, when it comes to the Rangers on the ice tonight, I think they're done. Give me your best player prop. I don't really have many player props. I was looking at a few. Let's see here. I was looking at Hunter Green's strikeout total, and I was questioning going over on it, but over 6.5 for Hunter Green. I mean, I don't hate that for plus 126. I mean, he's got the ability to blow smoke. So I don't hate that at all. All right, recap one more time, guys. I'm going to recap all my picks here. D-backs, Phillies over 8.5. Rockies, Padres, game 2 over 7.5. Mets minus 134 on the money line tonight. Lightning 60-minute time, and then Red Sox money line. I will post them on TikTok right after this, guys, so you'll see that, and then they will also be posted. The replay of the show is posted on YouTube. We're also on Spotify now. We're getting on Apple Podcasts and all that, so that you guys can see this all over and over and over again. So, you know, that'll be the last time I read them. We're going to move on here. We're going to sign off, guys. Appreciate you all. We always do full postseason. Yankees, yeah, you do. I mean, I'm not going to lie. The Yankees do full in the postseason, but it's a new year, guys. Yankee fans, the Red Sox, you know, who knows where they'll be. You guys can hopefully get the job done this year. I don't want you to, but for Yankee fans' sake, for Booney's sake, I hope you guys get the job done eventually. So what's your Twitter? My personal Twitter is at Tanner Kern _. Our Bet the Day Twitter is just at Bet the Day. And then our Sports Report Twitter is TSR_Dallas. So again, all those are linked in the description on YouTube, guys. They're linked in the Spotify, all that. And I believe they're in the bio too on TikTok. So go check that out. You can find all that. Just search Tanner Kern if you want to find me. Search Bet the Day. Search the Sports Report. You're going to find all that stuff. So the Sports Report's the company. It's just a podcast for it. But appreciate you guys. Love you all. It's been a great day. It's been a great ride here. Great first week down in Dallas doing the show from the new studio. Would not be possible without all you guys. Please continue to support us. Subscribe. Check out Discord, #1 place to find me, talk to our community, all that. And then buy a shirt, guys. We need to sell shirts. We need to sell out of these shirts. Boss wants these shirts sold, guys. We got to sell them. Go on, buy a t-shirt. Would mean a lot to me. Click the link in the bio. We'll give you shout outs, whatever you want. But buy a t-shirt, guys. Number one thing you can do right now is support the show. So appreciate y'all, guys. We're going to sign off here and hope you have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow for another episode of Bet the Day.
Rebel soul child got a fist ball. I'm a respawn of ancestors and I'm blessed, They are not him, tell him fess up. I get check stub, hella carefree, nothing scares me, hella reckless. Yeah, I got next up, right? No, we not the same, cause see when I look in your iris, you likely to talk but not ready to ride. You do better keeping it